Brittany, we're filming.
Hey y'all.
Period. Y'all see it? I know you see it.
All right, young jock.
I'm like
Period.
Annie, Manny, Money.
Money.
So Tanisha, you wanna
Hmm.
Mo.
go?
I was drinking. I was drinking. You wanted me to choke?
Don't do that. Don't do that. So don't choke.
Okay, guys. Hi. Hello, everyone. Here come Tootie.
Welcome to episode 12 of You're on Mute, baby.
It's 11.
No, it's not. We just went through this.
We was wrong last time. What we said it
We
was.
were saying it was 12 last time and it was
Oh, okay.
11.
Well, I stand corrected. My bad.
Thank you. Another one. Thank you.
Yep, this gonna be quick.
My apologies. Tootie's packing up his items to leave for the evening. Give me about 2 seconds, people. Talk
Okay.
amongst yourselves.
Okay.
Brittany, how was your week? If
Uh,
anything crazy happened, keep it short and sweet.
Minus the bullshit, life's great.
Period. Nee, what you got going?
Not a thing. I actually finally so on the last one of the last episodes I told you I was trying to do this fast and I couldn't get past day 2. Well, I finally completed my 3-day fast.
Okay. Period.
So I just actually broke my fast like an hour or so ago because I started when I got back home on Sunday. I ate and then it's been fasting ever since. So yeah, I'm excited and I thank God for giving me the strength to make it through to the end.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
Yeah. So, anyways, okay, for real. Thank you guys. Hello. Okay, short backstory. One, my I'm gonna be a little slurred. I had a dental procedure at 2 o'clock today. It is 6 o'clock, and I'm still numb. So this side of my face is still very numb. So to not look like a fool, I'm going to have this phone up, guys. Got it. Yeah, look at how you
Peace.
looking.
I can't see Brittany.
Oh, I see you.
Okay, well that's all
Maybe
that
if I
matters.
do like this. Okay. Anyway, so today, guys, are y'all ready for the topic?
We are. Give it
Y'all
to
already
us.
did the little pleasantry, so either way. Okay, so who's back? Back. Okay. Anyways,
Back again.
come on, Eminem. Okay, so for real, so on one of our last video, I think it was our very last YouTube video, episode 11. Somebody commented and was like, "What does it mean if you've been with your partner for over 20 years and there's still no commitment?" So that is going to be our icebreaker question for today, and then we will lead into the other questions for today. So, Brittany, Tanisha, audience, I want y'all to answer this. What does that mean if you've been with somebody for over 20 years? They say that they love you, you say that you love them, but you are still not committed to one another or even married. What does that mean? What are y'all thoughts on that?
I think everybody need to be on the same page about goals. Are one of you wanting commitment and marriage and all the things and the other not? Or like are we on the same page here? Because you can love somebody and also know that they're not your person. Your forever person. And so I feel like you just have to decide whether you want to stay in comfort because you this is familiar to you,
Mm,
and
that's
or
so good.
if you're gonna decide that I've had enough. I know that I deserve more. I deserve somebody that wants to actually commit to me and love me, and so I'm going to go get that. Even if it's a slow transition, ultimately, like that should be the goal if that's what you want. I don't think anybody should settle just because there's years behind something. I feel
Okay.
like if you know you want something and the other person don't want it, then at some point you gotta say, okay, I love you, but I love me more.
Okay. I love that. I think that is a yeah, I think that hit the nail on the head for me. Brittany, what are your thoughts?
I think she said everything. Um, for real, because first thing we'll say in our head is, "Oh, baby, he don't want to be with you for real." But it's like that may not be that man or woman, whoever it is. Um, and I'm gonna say whoever it is, man or woman, because I've been in that position where I didn't want to get married. Like I don't. My dream is not like to get married and like you know how everybody had a dream. Like I want to get married. I want to have a big old house with a bunch of kids. I don't want that. I don't. I already got a bunch of kids. I don't. I don't want no more kids. And my dream is not to be like. I mean,
Do you even know?
Are you saying that you don't necessarily want to be married? Is that what you're
it's
trying to say?
not a. It's not a dream of mine. Like it's not like, oh my god, I can't wait to be married, or oh my god, like I'll be the prettiest bride, or oh my god, I can't wait to put on a white dress. Like it's not a dream of mine. Like I mean, if it happened, it happened. But I'm just not. I ain't. I done been through some things, so I don't really care for and then it's like men. They think men sometimes have like scared of commitment.
You need to
It
go
can
through
be the
therapy
females.
and work through that.
It be the women too. I'm just saying, it be the women too because I
Because
mean,
Brittany,
me
you're not wrong because I
personally,
used to have really bad commitment issues as well.
me personally, like once you find your person, when you really find 100% find your person, why would you
Right,
not want to marry them and commit to them and spend the rest of your life with them? If this
right.
person makes
but
you,
why we can't do that without being married?
but why
You
not? Because
can.
at the end of
I
the
mean,
day,
you know what? If that's not a vision for you, then okay, that's fine.
that is
Hmm.
okay for you, but tell me why not? Like, what does marriage change? You're gonna be committed to each other, y'all gonna do life together, and then why not have the marriage behind it? Because if I'm gonna tell you this, come something happen to him and you're not his wife, you can't make no decisions in the hospital.
Hmm.
His wife
Right.
has to make the decisions, and you if you're not his wife, you're not making nothing. So why not have that extra security? If y'all got a house, something happened to him, like it's just logistics to being married. But again, if that's not your goal, then that's not your goal. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
force it on you.
Right, right.
Because at first, and I'll be 100% transparent, at first, I really didn't care about marriage like that because all the marriages I didn't ever seen them
Trash.
trash. And so, like I tell her all the time, like it ain't one man.
Going on,
What she
dog.
said.
Girl, you didn't see her flick that lighter.
They burned.
But so at first it was like, oh no, because y'all be playing too much. You know what I'm saying? Also, I had to realize that I can't base my life on that because that's not my story. That's not my
Hmm.
run. What happened in their marriage don't mean that's gonna happen in my marriage. We're two completely totally different person. You know what I'm saying? It's running two different races. And so I had to realize that, and yeah, so now I'm headed towards marriage very soon.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? But I will say at first, just being 100% transparent, I wasn't always the ooh, you know what I'm saying? That either.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
I
And
think when you find your person, you will.
Right,
I
right.
mean, and it's not in my eyes. Like it's not for my situation. Like it's not the person. It's like the thought of me having to be responsible. And when you're in a marriage, like you are, like for somebody else's feelings, like you gotta,
You're
you
in
like
a
you gotta take care.
relationship right now, though.
Yeah,
You're
and
responsible for the.
yeah, and it's like and then being married is like I can't get up and go. I can't back out. Like I can't
But
leave
You
if
why
I
do
don't
you
get
even.
want
mad.
to in a
You don't
commitment?
No,
even
like
like
what
to
I'm
get up
saying
and
is
go.
like I can't, like if I get tired of you, I can't get the hell on and don't come back home for a few
You're
days.
not
I can't do
you're
that.
not you're not there. So let's
Exactly.
just let's just move
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, I just think mentally you got some growing to do. But as
Mhm.
far as Nee is clearly very, very ready, and I'm right behind Nee. Like whenever I find my person, like it's
And
not
we
gonna.
ain't getting no younger. I'm gonna be 33 next week. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
y'all
saying?
old.
And I see patients all the time in the hospital that ain't got nobody. They never got married, they never had kids, and you end up in the hospital on your deathbed with nobody. All you got is the nursing staff. And that is a lonely place to be, and I just don't want to be there.
Yeah. Well,
And
I don't.
then,
He be watching our podcast, but I don't want to hurt his feelings. But I mean, it's just not a. It's not
Maybe
a.
Brittany and I could be jumping off a ledge when I say this. Maybe he's not your person.
Valid. Um. Well, that sucks for him to have to watch it like this. God dang. Woo!
I can't say that with
Wowzers.
100% certainty, but I know that once you find your person, you want to be with them. You're okay with committing to them and having
Right.
their taking their feelings into account because that's your
You
person.
know, when you find out like that's your person, like nothing is a chore. Like it's not a chore for me to.
Like it's so healthy and happy to love each other and have a
Right.
healthy, happy
Right.
relationship. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
Brittany, like I said, it's your life.
And
All we
that's
can do is
okay.
sit here and have girl talk about it. At the end of the day, you have a very good track record of doing whatever the hell you want to do. So, so hey, this just
And
our talk.
then I will say this, Brittany, that does not mean that you're going to be unhappy. Your path just looks different. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's not what you want to do, then don't do it. I'm very much so an advocate of people doing whatever the hell they want to do.
Thank you. Hello.
All right.
Clearly, like my whole life right now is I'm doing what I want to do, and it don't make
Okay.
sense to nobody but me,
Right.
and that's okay.
All right. So back to the topic at hand. Do y'all have any advice for the person who made the comment? She's been with this person for 20 plus years. Yada yada yada. If you had to give her 2 sentences worth of advice, what would you advise?
Say, do a deep dive and figure out what you really want. Um, and what are your goals? Because if
Two
you
sentences.
Hillary,
Well,
you
to
left
you.
your mouth messed up right now. That okay? I'll cut it off there.
Thank you, Brittany.
I would say, which I'm pretty sure over 20 years they have had, a deep conversation. But I mean, 20 years, that's a long time. That's a very long time. But and then but you allowing that, you allowing him,
That
you.
ain't advice.
I ain't got no advice.
Hillary, you can't ask us questions and then make us answer it the way you want to answer it.
Brittany has then turned into asking questions herself. We ain't got time. So,
I don't know what to tell her, babe. 20 years is a long time to be
hey,
waiting.
my advice is don't settle. Keep going. If he ain't committed by now, he don't want to. You move on to the
What is
next.
this?
What's the two sentences, Hillary?
Deuces.
I'ma
Just
show
you out
you.
there. You out of there. But okay. So that leads us into our main topic for today, which is knowing when to leave the situation. Whether that's a job, a
Ooh.
friendship, a relationship, when do you know when to leave? So, how do you know when it's time to walk away from something that once felt right? Because if you were on the job, it felt right. If you were with the person, it felt right. If those were your friends, it felt right. What are some like? How do y'all know when it's time for you to get goes?
Can we go like by segment, like for job, then friendship, and then relationship?
Absolutely.
Um, for friendship, I'll say when like if they stop showing up for you, like if you don't have friends that support you, if you got a friend that got other friends and they always, celebrating the other friend wins or showing up for the other friend and not you, like it's time to leave. Like it's that's dead weight. Like this, I mean, y'all could be cordial, but I wouldn't, consider that as nobody that's in my circle, because like your friends got to be some of your biggest cheerleaders. Like my friends are next to my man. Like in my phone, you know how you got your pen people, my mama, the girls, my man, then my sisters. Like because and it's just like that's just I just feel like your friends, like your real friends, they gotta show up for you. They gotta show up and show out. So I mean, when they stop showing up for you, like that's the biggest thing for me. Like
I, I'm on y'all today. Brittany would
unhappy,
have kept going.
unhappy. When you find yourself at work looking for other jobs, it's time to go. Um, when you feel that you overworked or underpaid, it's time to go. And that's from my own experience. I, for real, that's from my own experience. It's like I know it's time to go, but it's like another, like with the 20-year relationship, it's like it's just so familiar. It's my comfortable spots.
Comfort is the biggest killer.
Of our hopes and dreams.
and
All right,
and
Brittany, go on to relationship.
relationships, when you know it's time to leave, when you become unhappy, and I'm not just talking about, like, we had a little fight and, oh, I'm upset with you. When you hate coming home, or
Hmm.
when everything is an argument, everything is a fight, when the love is gone. Like, you could tell when you just feel like you're just existing and just adjusting, it's time to go. Y'all wasting y'all time. And when the fight is being drawn out for, and I mean drawn out, like, y'all just using that as an excuse to basically not deal with the situation. Y'all know y'all don't need to be together. Yeah.
That's
Uh,
good. Okay,
and some
neat.
and also with relationships, you also,
Y'all
they
listening.
they for real, no, people be knowing sometimes when it's time to leave, but they get so comfortable because, again, like Nene said, it's familiar. Like, nobody really, no, like, for real, nobody really likes a big, like, change. Like, change can be scary. So, some people, that's why they'll stay. This is their routine. This is, their whatever you want to call that shit. I've been there, did that. Move on. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. That shit ain't healthy, dog.
Go. Go, neat. Okay, start with friendship, job, relationship, speed.
Speed.
Yeah.
Do you have
I'm
somewhere
on
to be
y'all.
today?
I'm
Yeah,
on y'all ass tonight because y'all be having episodes over an hour.
My
they be
episode last
good.
week was 26 minutes. So don't talk to me about long.
It's Brittany. I should have. You know what? I should have been direct. It's Brittany.
Thank you. So, Brittany, you quit looking like that.
Bro, come on, dog. Y'all know my look messed up. Come on, man.
Okay, so what you say start with?
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Okay, I'll start
Brittany,
with job.
what order you went in?
I went
Friendship, job,
friendship, job,
relationship.
relationship.
Okay.
Okay, friendship. I think when I think what Brittany said is true, but also like transparency and like just like place where just give it to me. Just tell me, man, or don't. And so I think once people start getting out of that and not, wanting to, like Brittany said, be there for each other, not being transparent, I think maybe it's time to question. Start asking some questions.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
what else? And you said job. I could speak very good about job because I just did this. If it ain't if you dread going to a place, if you wake up in the morning and you not happy to get up and go do the thing that it is that you're doing, why keep doing it? And so like I just read a book actually yesterday, and he said in the book, and it stuck with me, he said when you chose your birth career, you were probably 17, 18 years old. By the time you're in your mid 30s, you are a completely different person. And it is okay to not want that, have that same, you know what I'm saying, want for whatever it was when you was 16, 17 years old. And that is the case for me. Like I picked a career when I was young, I did it, and now I'm at a different place in life. I'm not the same person I was back then when I made that decision. And I thank it for all the lessons, that career for all the lessons, but it's time to pivot. Okay, so that's job. And what was the other one? Ship.
Relationship.
Ship. I don't know because you choose, like, I keep going back to if it's your person. If it's your person, you choose to fight through it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you say,
Yeah,
when you
but
get,
I think for this need, we would want you to pull from like past relationships that you knew that didn't work out. Like, at what point did you know, like, yeah, I'm finna get gone?
I think just intuition, unsettling feelings. If we both like at each other head all the time, we not going in the path that I want to go, which is marriage and this and that. We just stagnant. I'm up out of there. That's all I got, Hillary.
Yeah. Mine is very simple for all three because I'm very simple. As soon as like the little stuff piss me off, if the little stuff piss me off on the job, the little stuff piss me off in a friendship, or the little stuff piss me off in a relationship, I know it's time for me to go. Cause I like little stuff typically don't bother me. I'm real good. Like I'll tell y'all this, like it's mountains and it's molehills. But the minute the molehills start to piss me off, oh, I know it's time for me to go. Cause clearly I'm unhappy with some facet of it. And I'm
Mm.
not gonna stay to figure it out. Like if I feel like it's my person, I might work through it. You know what I mean? Other than that, if I already know like ultimately it's not gonna work out anyways, the little things, oh, I'm out of there. Catch you when I catch you, big dog. And so the next question is for all those situations or any situation, does leaving feel like a failure to you, or is it like, you know what, I gave it a good try? How
It
do you
feels
think
like to
about leaving
me,
those?
no. To me, it's I gave it a good try. It didn't work. It ain't a failure because in everything there's a lesson to be learned.
Okay. I feel like it's some way to grow from any situation, positive or negative. So, I what I will say this, like if you were dating someone and you really thought that was your person, I can see while at the moment it would feel like a failure. Like you
Mm-hmm.
would be devastated, right? Because that's your person.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who you thought was your person. But I think once you give it time and
And
definitely
ask
prayer,
God.
you'll realize,
Once you give it
right,
time to
like
ask God to confirm or deny, then you move accordingly.
right. And I listened to a girl today read a scripture. I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna pop it up. But basically, it just said how God had hidden this particular lady within the thorns and the bushes, and He would not give her an answer until she turned back to Him. So I'm saying all that to say you might not be on the job that you want to be on, but until she turned back to Him. So I'm saying all that to say God will hide you for a purpose and for a reason, right? So you might feel like, oh, this is my person. And you might put all this time and effort into this job, this person, this friendship. But if God did not ordain that for you, honey, you are wasting your time. So you need to start praying about situations before you dive into them because you want it. Do you want to waste your own time? Like, tell me about that. Why would you want to
When it
do
can
that?
all just be so simple.
So
Mm-hmm.
simple. Yeah. Brittany, what's your thought?
Relationship wise, coming from experience, when I left, yeah, you did, feel a little devastated because, there was feelings there or whatever. But I promise you, you'll feel much better, if especially if, the situation got very, very unhappy and very unhealthy.
Volatile. Yeah.
Yeah, then when you leave, you gonna have that. I'm telling you, you gonna have that trauma bond. You gonna have that thought of, well, maybe we should try it again, or maybe don't do it. Don't do it. You're not gonna see right when you leave. It's not gonna be a right when you leave. It's gonna take a minute, and that's with any situation. But as far as job, no, I don't feel that way. You got your coworkers that you love and stuff, but I holla at y'all. Um, Friendship, if it was I just say if it was a real friendship, it'll mend itself back. But if not, quantity over quality.
Quality
If it
over
was a trash
quantity.
ass,
Quality over
what I
quantity.
said,
You said it
what I
backwards.
said.
You said
Oh,
quantity over
y'all
quality.
know what the hell I meant.
No, make it clear.
Quality,
Make it
Jesus
plain for the
Christ.
viewers, baby.
quality over quantity. It don't matter how many of them you got. Which one of them worth something? So I mean, and I'm good with my little couple. And to the no, no, all right, go ahead. That's it.
All right. So, since the original icebreaker was about a relationship, let's hit on relationships first. So, I want everybody to say one emotion that they feel like they have felt when they knew the relationship was about to end, like one of the signs. So, I think we already touched on anger, just one.
Peace.
So,
Peace.
you were
When you
at peace when you knew,
when you
like,
know it was time to end.
okay. Brittany?
Um, when I knew it was fit, like it was mixed. It was a lot of different feelings, but um, I'm not gonna say at first I felt peace. I it was one moment I was angry, one moment I was sad. Like it was a bunch of different feelings going on because it was a bunch of different things that was going on. So it was like, you know, I was only sad for certain reasons. So I felt a bunch of different things. You know, you'll
Mm-hmm.
you'll feel and I'm gonna make it short and sweet. You'll feel relieved one day and then it'll hit you again and you'll be sad or mad the other day. So you're gonna feel a lot of different things. But that first thing I did when I came home and them clothes was gone, it was like, and then I just bust out crying. Cause it was like he gone. But then it was like he gone. So it was a mixture of things.
Yeah, yeah. So, at what point did you know, like,
Hillary, what
I
was your
don't,
feelings?
did I have them? That's a question. Did I give it? Okay, for real though. When I start thinking logically, I know it's time for me to go. If it, like, because to an extent, like if you love somebody, you just like, oh, you know what?
You be in the clouds.
You're right,
You be in
right,
the clouds on a clear day.
right. But when I start thinking logically, like, the math ain't mathing, gotta go, Bucko. Got to go. But what I was gonna ask y'all is, at what point do you know, like, how do you separate working through the hard times versus like this is just not working?
When you work I mean, and understand relationships are hard work. But it shouldn't be hard work. Like you shouldn't be working overtime every single
Why I
day.
gotta clock in?
Yes, and you clocking in by yourself. If you fighting for it by yourself. If you
That's
the
right.
only one that's putting your pride to the side and you know trying to stop the issues and stop him from giving you the cold shoulder. He giving you the cold shoulder for no reason. Like if he stopped trying, or he or she stopped trying and stopped working towards it, like it's time to just stop being a dead horse. Like it's not what you or he wants to do, whoever it is in the situation. Like once again, relationships are a job, but it's hard work. But when it get to the point where y'all know, like, this out of my pay range, this out of my pay grade, like this too much, like I'm doing this by myself, yeah, I'm the only boss. His pitch ain't
He ain't
swinging,
working.
he ain't working. Like that's when
For me,
I
I would have to determine whether I'm gonna work through something or this ain't working. But it's like situational. Like if you cheat, ain't enough for me to work through. I'm
mm-mm.
out. Right. Okay, so I'm gonna get scenarios and y'all tell me work through or this ain't working. All right. So cheating. Say it.
I've worked through cheating before, but the place I'm in my life now, I'm not working through that no more. I'm not doing that no more.
That's growth. That's honorable. Neat.
No.
All right. Mental illness.
No.
No, you ain't finna kill
This
me.
man can't have a bout of
How
depression.
long are you battling it? Are you
Who?
getting help? Are
That's
you
right.
doing something
See,
about it?
so Brittany, what I'm hearing is working through. If he's
Mm-hmm.
getting all the proper resources, it seems like you would be willing to work with him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, because if I've
Tanisha,
done the
you're
work,
out.
yeah, I'm out. Count me out, because if I've done the work to do like heal myself and work through stuff, then I feel like you should be able to do that too. We're grown adults, and I'm not.
Nobody's
No.
saying he's not working through it. Some people get seasonal
Hillary,
depression, Tanisha.
if you want to have somebody that's depressed, that's up to you.
This
You asked
ain't
me a
about
question.
me.
You asked
This
me a
ain't
question
about
and I
me.
answered it. And you got a debacle with me about my answer?
Because now you're a nurse. You know people go through things psychologically.
Now,
Do
Tanisha,
with me
wait a
wanting
minute.
somebody with a
But
mental
wait,
illness.
Yes, I digress. I don't give a damn. Yeah, she
now,
needs to grow
Tanisha,
up.
you wouldn't deal like with a seasonal like a.
Why are we going
No,
back
I'm gonna
through
just
it?
give you an example. But wait, let's just have an example. Let's just say, for an example, when you do get married,
Brittany,
let's
the
say
answer is
his.
no.
Let me goddamn finish. Say, for an
God,
example, what if, like around Christmas time, God forbid, I'm just speaking this, like around Christmas
Don't
time,
even
like he
speak it
lose
if
a
it's
loved one.
bad.
I'm just saying, like, and if he get depressed around that time, like, so you're not gonna him
Brittany,
that we're
can we please
your
move on?
fiance.
I've dealt with
All
somebody
right.
that's lost. I dealt with somebody that's lost a parent. So let's move on. I've been through that. Let's go. Y'all asked me something, didn't want to talk about my answer.
I was just asking.
all right. What about lack or poor communication? Is that something that you would
No.
want to work through?
Nope.
Okay. What about issues of intimacy, like sexually you're not the most compatible? Would you work through it? Nisha, already know your answer and it made me chuckle because this is ridiculous. Would y'all work through it or would y'all just say yeah, no?
Well, I'm gonna say this. It depends. Like if they okay, just not as good as you done had before, you can kind of teach them, how to, do some things. But if it's just god awful, oh, it's a no for me. We're out of there.
Yeah.
Who is we,
Us.
Tanisha?
Me and my girl.
Us.
Me and my girl.
Yeah.
We're out of there. Me and Miss Mams is out.
Not Big Mama.
Period.
Look, oh, dog. Go ahead, Brittany.
I agree. If he's not teachable, I can't do it. And if it's just trash, I'm gonna leave before I cheat.
That's honorable. I love that. All right. I think this is very clear. What about financial disagreements?
Disagreements. Like
Yeah,
like
whatever.
no.
Just whatever.
Uh-uh.
Cause
Mm-mm.
where's the money, Lashandra?
Period.
It
Where is
depends
it?
on
What
the
are we
type
doing?
of financial disagreement for me. Like,
It could be on spending habits, um, like goals, priorities, um, who paying the bills, just anything.
Mm-mm.
What are you? Just give me the answer. Working through it, or this ain't gonna work.
This
my
ain't gonna
answer is
work.
it depends.
That's not an option.
Cause
She
what
cut
if
from this.
okay, let me no, because what if he paying out the bills, but he's spending all the rest of his money too. Like you can work through that because he's still paying the bills, but he just blowing the extra money.
Well, that's his damn business as long as home taken care of. But when it comes to the point where the bills ain't getting taken care of, we got a problem.
But that's what I'm saying. You can work through that because he paying the bills, and y'all just got to work on his spending habits.
Like as a grown ass man in a marriage, I don't need to be telling you that you don't need to be spending blowing money and you need to take care of home first. I feel like you need to come into the marriage already knowing it and already doing it.
These
Um,
men, yeah, we
they
know and used to. They didn't come up, and most of them didn't come up in a two-parent household, so they don't even know what's right and what's wrong. So sometimes you do have to say, "Look, this is what I expect." You either gonna say yes or no. If you say no, we can split. If
Right.
you say yes, then we can work through you learning because you were never taught that.
mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And our last one is lack of appreciation. If you
Mm-mm.
felt like you weren't very appreciated by your partner, would you try to work through that, or would you just say, "Hey, this isn't working for me"?
No.
I can't do it.
I think we
Appreciation
should
goes a
appreciate
long
each
way.
other. It does, and I think we should appreciate
Mm.
each other. We're both putting into this relationship and pouring into each other. We should be able to appreciate each other equally.
Because
Right.
nobody in the relationship is bigger than the program. Appreciate each other. Appreciate what you got before it be what you had.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I think that's
If you
good.
can't appreciate me, I'm telling you, I major appreciate everything I do, baby. I can go in there and fix my baby. a bologna and cheese sandwich, and he just he just thank you, mommy. He thanked me for everything. Or thank you, mom. I like that you did that for me, mama. He just said, if you can't appreciate me like Major appreciate me, baby. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. All right. And so we're going to get ready to close out. And so our last question is going to be, what did you learn from a time that you stayed too long? It could be on anything that we talked about, relationship, friendship, or a job. Just what tell me a short snippet about a time you stayed too
I'm
long if you choose to.
I'm gonna
But
do job.
definitely,
I'm gonna do job because I have been praying and I continuously pray for God to do certain things in my life, and He kept telling me that like unless you move, I can't do these things. And so I don't know what the question is, but that's my example.
what did you learn from it?
I learned
From
to
that time
listen.
that you stayed too long?
I learned to listen to God and obey. Like even if in the moment it don't make sense to nobody else, if I know that God told me to do something and I prayed about it and I asked Him 2, 3 times, God, you sure? And He told me every time, yes, I'm gonna do it. It don't have to make sense to you.
Okay, I like it.
Mine would be for a relationship. When I left, I realized, damn, I'm strong. Didn't sometimes didn't think I don't know how I was gonna do it. Didn't know um what I was gonna do without him. You know how that that mentality some young girls that had. But once I did get up out of there, I was like, damn girl, you strong. You did that. You survived that. Like, look at you. Thinking you weren't gonna make it, or thinking, you know, you wasn't gonna see you wasn't gonna smile again, you wasn't gonna love again. Look at you, girl, blossoming. Look at you, check you out. And then gain 20 pounds in this relationship. This don't make no damn sense here. But all
Mm,
I'm saying is I learned that um you know I'm actually, I'm strong. It ain't nothing too much that can't be you can't bring yourself to, well, God will bring you to, that you can't get through. So I
mm,
realized that I was actually stronger than I thought.
yeah, that's good. Um, for me, whether it's job, friendship, or relationship, I learned that like you need other people, you need community. Is like when you make the decision to leave whatever, yeah, you're gonna have to have somebody have your back. And even if that's just like venting or like a prime example for me is when I said, "Oh, I'm up and leaving this man." My sister was alive back then. I was like, "Hey, me and Yuri gonna come live with you," and she said, "Okay." And so I'm saying all that to say, like, you need people. Like, let me see. When I decided I was gonna leave a job, like when I decided I was leaving the police department, they was looking for me a job harder than I was looking for me a job. Like I wasn't need. Am I lying? I literally prayed about it. And I felt like God told me to quit the job. I hadn't even been looking for other jobs. I knew I had savings. God had me in a certain financial place. I up and quit the job. There was more worried for me sending me job after job. Shout out to, never mind, let me stay up out of there. Hi. Either way, yeah. My officers and my dispatchers that were at Fairhope PD at the time, they was looking for me a job harder than I was. And I'm saying all that to say, like, it's important to realize that you have people in your corner, people who care about you, and they really want to see you win. So yeah, I just learned that community is how you. That's how you get by. That's all I have for this episode, guys. I just wanted to give one of our viewers some insight on when to leave a situation, because every loss is not a loss.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
Every loss is not a loss. Um,
And
yeah. Now y'all
sometimes
can tell
God
me a little joke
rejection is redirection. And that is
and
the motto
Amen.
for
protection
the week. That's the
and
Amen.
motto for the week.
protection.
Yes,
Amen.
protection for
Say it one more
sure.
time.
Sometimes God's um rejection is just redirection and protection.
And protection. Amen. Thank you. All right, tell me a little joke, man. This has been enough. Y'all want me to smile so they can see what it's looking like?
Lock
Man,
'em
no.
up!
Girl, if I was to say lock him up with my mouth like this, that's how that man was looking.
It was.
Right, Taylor?
Tractor. That is, baby.
This isn't a real place.
Get stuck in this Don't get stuck in the mud. He said, how about you worry about getting stuck by the law? Girl, when that man said that, I screamed.
This is not a real place, man.
It's not. I seen something the other day. Brittany, what's been happening on the T app?
Don't say no names. We gotta talk about T after this.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in code. But anything good on there? Anybody from Baldwin County? Any new people? How about that?
Some new we're gonna talk about it off the podcast.
We can't. It ain't nothing we can tell the viewers.
It ain't
I
nothing.
mean,
Get
don't
the
go
app.
into detail.
Get the app.
Send out the link, Brittany. If y'all want the T app link, comment below. Comment below. We'll put it down in the comments. Cause my lord, one boy, it was a white male from Fairhope. He had 17 red flags.
I
Sure
mean,
did.
they told him down.
From the Rudy to the Tootie.
But it's just really scary, the amount of things that it's scary out here, man.
It's sick.
It is.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep this real short. I was on Facebook scrolling. Bam. This lady married to this man in Birmingham, Alabama. Not only did he give her herpes, I guess she forgave it because they stayed married. He bought her back AIDS, HIV/AIDS. Excuse me,
I rebuke it,
I'm
Lord.
gonna tell in the name.
Jesus.
If, say for an example, the lady in Birmingham with herpes. Okay, you can pass that to your children through childbirth. You can pass that to your child if your child like
Don't
Brennan
they
that
test you
love to
when you
drink after
pregnant?
you.
Do they
Yeah,
not test you when you pregnant?
but they test you
I've
while
never
like
had a.
you get a group B strip test or something like that. But in the beginning, you get tested for everything just to make sure that you don't have anything for when your baby passes through. It's something else you could have or something, and then you have to get on antibiotics and stuff. And I know this from working at OBGYN, but um yeah, you can pass that, to your child, and then if your child like drinking after you, it can get passed. Like it's just an unfortunate, sad situation for real. I hate that for her in Birmingham. I really do. But you stayed with him, and then he bought you back something worse. That should have been your first thing right
Warning
there,
before
knowing when to
destruction.
leave when he bought you back some. Bought you
Warning
you
before
bought me back
destruction.
something, okay?
But
Yeah.
oh, that goes back to being equally yoked. Because were you ever supposed to marry the man in the first place?
You was not with him bringing you, and then he done bought you back something. Now you, because she probably thought, oh, he gave me this, I can't be with nobody, or this, that, and the third. I hear, what's the word? Advocating or advertising for anybody with herpes, because you can. It's a medication you can take that it can be controlled.
Acyclovir.
But
Acyclovir is the medicine.
yeah, well, I don't know what it's called. I don't want to know what it's called. Um, but it can be controlled, but that's not. Don't think. I just say that to say, don't think because if you get something like that, like nobody else is gonna want you, or your life is over. Now, when you get AIDS, I don't know.
It's people who
I
live
ain't
with
never met
AIDS
nobody
that
with
live
AIDS.
long, fulfilling lives.
Yeah, Magic Johnson.
Well, I'm saying
Hillary,
all that to
close
say
us
they
out.
take medication. You can so they can take medication and they become what undetectable and they live
Yeah,
fulfilling lives. You know what I mean? And then they could have got it through an unfortunate circumstance, just like this girl did. Like it's
yeah.
not necessarily something that they did. You know what I mean?
So don't
But
just
I
think it's
digress.
your last. Yeah, don't just think it's your last hope. But yeah, come on with it.
For the day, y'all got anything y'all need to share with the people?
I'm about to go lay down.
Me too.
Go lay
I started Monday's
down.
not coming today, Hillary.
You'll be done tomorrow. You like it?
So far, I'm only in the first however many chapters, but it's good so far.
It's yeah, I like the read of it. Um I am finishing this book called All Sinners Must Die. It's an audio book. I'm trying to finish it up before I start the inmate. I'm 70% done, so I'm almost done, but it's very, very good. Main character is a black man. Yeah. Brittany?
I ain't got nothing. I'm finna sit out back with my churn and my man and just enjoy the breeze.
To
Then
my man. Thank you to
come in
my
the
man.
house and lay it down and get ready for in the morning. So we pretty quiet. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank y'all for joining us for.
If you're on mute,
You're on mute.
We will see y'all next week where Brittany will be hosting. And yeah, hopefully by then I have a fully functioning face.
You will in Jesus' name.
you will by
Jesus.
tomorrow. Amen.
Amen. It better be in the next couple. Period.
We gonna call. I'm calling check.
Hey,
Hey,
Neat, tell me why. Okay, this is gonna be real quick. Neat was here. We went to Rotello's to eat. She took Yuri and Big Man because they love pizza. So we sitting there and Yuri see this commercial for Long and Long. He became obsessed. He was like, these people, if you have a wreck, you call these people that give you money. This is great. This is what Tootie's saying now. So Monday or Tuesday, I said, "Oh my God, somebody hit my car. It's like a little scrape on my car." And I
He told
called
you to
Neat
call
about this
long and
because I was
long.
pissed about it. That baby said, "Mom, if we call long and long, because why did you commit that to memory? And why you
He
keep
was,
telling people
yeah,
to call long and
he was
long?"
so into it that Hillary had to tell him to cut it out.
Like for real, I had to get mad. Yeah. So with that being said, long and long sponsor us, baby. I got a
period.
kid over here. He even sings jingles. So yeah.
Advocate.
Amen. Call long and long. All right, y'all, for real though. Adios.
Bye. Bye for now.